adjusted, set, circuit breakers all in and checked, electrical equipment off, avionics master switch is off, the fuel selector valve is on both, the fuel shut-off valve is all the way in, avionics circuit breakers checked, all in. Alright, so I'm going to get clearance before we continue. I'm going to put this here. So I'm going to turn on the master switch and avionics, get the radios working.
Delta, expect instrument approach, runway 24, wind variable 5 knots, casual tailwind 3 knots, visibility greater than 10 kilometres, cloud scattered 1,600, temperature 23, QNH 1002. For contact with Camden Tower Ground, notify receipt of information Delta. Camden, terminal information Delta, expect instrument approach, runway 24, wind variable 5 knots, casual tailwind 3 knots, visibility greater than 10 kilometres, cloud scattered 1,600, temperature 23, QNH 1002. For contact with Camden Tower Ground, notify receipt of information Delta. Camden, terminal information Delta, expect instrument approach, runway 24, wind variable 5 knots, casual tailwind 3 knots, visibility greater than 10 kilometres, cloud scattered 1,600, temperature 23, QNH 1002. For contact with Camden Tower Ground, notify receipt of information Delta. Camden, terminal information Delta, expect instrument approach, runway 24, wind variable 5 knots, casual tailwind 3 knots.
So this is going to be a dual for circuits.
Yeah, your radio call just like normal.
Yeah, normal.
Nothing changes, just normal radio calls. The only thing that will change is on the very last circuit, I'll make some extra radio calls to tower.
So that's for later. Nothing to worry about now. Okay. One, two, that's right.
Come to ground, Alpha Hotel Hotel at the Scout Hangar, dual. Request start and taxi for circuits and received information Delta.
Alpha Hotel start approved, taxi holding point Echo, runway 24.
Start approved, holding point Echo, runway 24, Alpha Hotel Hotel.
Okay. So I'm going to switch. So avionics off and master switch off. Alright, so throttle out, 1/4 inch in, brakes on, so mixture, idle cutoff all the way out, propeller cleared. So this is going to be a cold start, so I'm going to use a pump to prime the engine. Alright, clear prop, good, master switch on, and then the keys are still out, actually, yeah, don't worry, I'll do the keys later. So master switch on, the fuel pump, one, two, three, four, five, out, keys.
I reckon it'll be that one.
This one,
Yeah.
good one.
Other way.
I'm going to put a sticker on it next time. Right. Clear prop.
Thank you.
Navigation line
radios. Checking. Checking. Checking.
Sorry. Yes, I read you one.
Checking 1, 2, 3. Oh,
I
okay.
read you one. Yep.
My audio was very low.
Yep.
How's that?
I read you 5.
Awesome. Alright, so radios, flaps retracted, circuit breakers checked, all in. Alright, so that's it with the after start checklist. And we're going to taxi. We got clearance for that. Last time actually I only got clearance, not with you, Davide, only clearance to start. There was no clearance to taxi.
That was with me.
Oh, it was you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Clearance to start, and then
Yeah.
we had to request clearance to taxi, and he taxied
Yeah,
us
yeah,
just
yeah,
to the
yeah.
hold, and at the holding, sorry, at the Runup bay, and at the Runup bay we had to get clearance again.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Alright. I've got the speaker on. That's okay.
You can turn it off.
Actually, it helps me with syncing the
Okay.
videos. So if it bothers you, I'll turn it off. Otherwise, yeah, leave it on. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, I found that's a good technique. Alright, so let's taxi. We're going to holding point. It's not Alpha. Holding point Echo.
Yep.
Right? Okay. All good. Let's go. Heels on the floor. Brakes, check. Good on my side.
Yep, brakes good.
Okay.
Heading over.
My plane. Right, so the compass is working. EO is moving. I'm not going to do a complete stop, I'm just going to cross after checking for traffic. All good. Right, left. So crossing into taxiway Charlie. The wind is picking up a little.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay.
Like all the pitot covers are going crazy.
Alright. We don't have a helicopter.
What do you think the wind's picking up?
Well, clouds.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of movement and different kinds of clouds as well behind us versus up here at the
Yeah.
front.
It's also the, what do you call it, like the thermal activity, so it's cloud building up, so all that vertical movement of the wind going up, it's very hot and humid, right? The humidity creates that raising mechanism, so it creates all, like, kind of the vacuum, all the air going up, and that's what's happening with the wind, is like the wind's just blown up.
Picks up air molecules, creates...
That's it, so we've got a hot, humid day,
yeah.
we've got this vertical movement of air. What could that, and a low QNH, right, 1002, what could that lead to?
Okay, yeah. Are you talking about the performance of the plane?
No, just environmental factors. So you've got a low QNH day, it's
yeah.
a humid day, and we've got this raising mechanism. What could that lead
Well,
towards?
I can expect rain, thunderstorms even.
Thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Those are the secret ingredients for a thunderstorm. Vertical movement, humidity, and low QNH.
Yeah. And of course the performance of the plane, because of the low QNH,
And
will
it's
be
humid.
a lot less than usual, and the humidity. Alright, so windsock. Right now it's flat over there, so I'm going to point upwards.
Sure.
Because actually, if there is a wind, it's behind us really, but it's very little. Out. Okay, I'll stop right here. 1000 RPM, and the parking brake is on. I continue stepping on the brakes and do the before takeoff checklist. So parking brake is set, passenger seat backs and belts are secured and fastened, cabin doors are closed and locked, light controls, elevators free, ailerons free, check. Flight instruments. Alright, so let's do the QNH first, 1002. 1002 set. Compass, we are heading on right 6, so directional indicator just on a notch to the right of 6, yeah, towards 3 actually on this side.
Holding point Echo, runway 24,
Right there.
ready for a crosswind departure and request special VFR. Traffic Victor, operate special VFR.
The artificial horizon looks good.
Special VFR,
Vertical speed,
24
good.
clear to take off.
I've seen that on the ground pointing upwards.
Yeah.
Okay, temperature is on the green now, so I can do the 1800 RPMs test in a moment. So done with the flight instruments. I've set QNH, the heading bug is already good on the 24. Altitude selector, we don't have one. Actually we do, but it's already set. Is it? No, this one here, yeah, 1800. Right, fuel quantity we checked already, we've got about 120 litres on board. Mixture is rich. Fuel selector valve is set to both. And the 1800 RPM check. Alright, 1800 RPM. Start magnetos on both left. There's 100 RPM drop, both right, and 100 RPM drop. So magnetos check. Vacuum is in the green. Annunciator panel, all good. Throttle idle. Good, LVAC. And back to 1000. Right, window. Open. Friction lock. Actually, I think this is actually very good where it is. I'll leave it at that. Strobe lights. I'm actually going to turn them on now. And the navigation, I'll turn it on now as well.
Camden information echoes now. Current changes. Wind 250 degrees, 14 knots. Cloud scattered 2500. Temperature 25.
So we got 25 degrees temperature. The wind changed as well, but I didn't get that.
250 degrees, 14 knots. I had the same reaction.
Alright.
It's your call. I can't send you solo though.
Oh no, definitely not. So 250 degrees, where's getting, okay. 250 means it's coming, so this is 24. It's coming as we got going to be taking off. Let's orient like this. 250 is coming like this. Right? Oh.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. It's coming like this.
So
yeah.
we're landing like this. The wind's going to be coming here. Because remember,
Oh,
the
sorry.
runway points
This
in the
is
direction
correct.
of magnetic.
Yeah, wind is coming from
Yep, that's it.
25. This is pointing to. Yeah, good. So we're going to have mostly.
Kilo takes a park.
It's okay. It's not the crosswind the problem.
Mostly
It's
headwind.
fine. Yeah.
But it has been variable. So it's not necessarily 250, it can be variable as well. So look at the windsock, right? It's like shifting. So it's still variable. So keep in mind that it could be more than 14 knots crosswind if it's shifting, just
All
like
right.
that's doing.
I'm not worried about the solo, but from a safety perspective, because it's mostly crosswind, there is a variation. I think the variation was 3 knots. Did you pick that up?
It initially was variable 3 knots on the forecast, but the ATIS, look at that, look at the windsock. See how it's like and then It's currently 250 degrees at 14 knots, but just you got to build a picture. This is why we still use a forecast. The forecast is variable, and look at the windsock. It's kind of doing whatever it wants. So even though he reported 250 degrees at 14, it doesn't mean it's only a 250. It could be coming from, it could shift like this, it could shift like this.
Yep.
So you're just going to be aware of that as you're coming down on final. You're going to have to be on top of your center line with your aileron. And that's really it. Safety wise, it's not an issue. It could be a little bumpy, and I just got to consider these clouds here in downwind as well.
Alright, I'm happy to do at least a couple of
Absolutely.
circuits. You can always help me out. Like I don't have an ego issue.
Just for your expectation as well,
Yep.
I'm going to request something called special VFR, just because of the fact that we may not have correct cloud separation. and we might have to do a couple low-level circuits, which is still good experience for you, but we might not be able to get to 1,300 feet like we
Got
normally
it.
do.
So we may need to stay a bit lower than usual. Right. Should we listen to ATIS, or are we good with what Tower reported?
When Tower reports changes, so when it said new information echo, they will say what the changes are. So nothing else has changed.
Right.
But with that being said, by all means, if you want to listen to me,
County ground, g'day, helicopter, November,
Just in case I didn't pick it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
In ground effect on Hawaii. Let's go to 2,500. Temperature 25, QNH 1002. On first contact with Camden, Tower or ground, notify receipt of information echo. Camden, terminal information echo. Expect instrument approach runway 24. Wind 250 degrees, 14 knots. Visibility grade 10 kilometres. Clouds go to 2,500. Temperature 25, QNH 100.
Oh, good. So I'm going to report information echo.
Yeah. Charlie Papa Quebec Alpha Hotel. So are you still on the frequency?
Ground.
That doesn't matter. Yeah, cool. It's fine. They're not.
Yeah.
Cool, continue.
But they've taken off a little while ago.
Yeah.
Alright, where was I? For start. Right. Before takeoff. Alright, so then the throttle, friction lock set, radius avionics set, navigation, autopilot, manual electric trim, we don't have, elevator trim, set for takeoff, flaps at 0, and the takeoff safety briefing, I will do that. Alright. So, if there's a reason to reject takeoff, being the static RPMs at takeoff at full throttle do not go beyond 2,250 static RPM, not attained. There's a spike in the oil pressure. The airspeed indicator is not alive. I haven't been able to reach takeoff speed, which is 65 knots by halfway through the runway. And there's any noises coming from the engine or the cabin doors are perhaps unlocked or rattling noises, then I'm going to abort the takeoff. I will take the throttle back to idle, apply gentle stopping power to slow down the plane, and then exit the runway. If the engine fails after takeoff without any runway, with runway remaining, then I will lower the nose, making sure that I don't stall the plane, re-land the aircraft on the remaining runway, and exit the runway if possible. If the engine fails after takeoff without runway remaining, I'll lower the nose and select landing site no more than 30 degrees either side of the nose. Maintain glide speed, which is 68 knots. I'm not going to attempt to turn back unless I am above 1,000 feet above the ground, which is above MSL, which is 1,300 feet here at Camden, and I'm established on the downwind leg, in which case I will attempt to land on the runway. And that concludes the takeoff safety briefing. And finally, departure briefing. So today we are departing on runway 24. We'll be doing right-hand circuits. The circuit altitude is 1,300 feet, but due to conditions will request for a lower, like special VFR, lower circuit altitude, which I believe is 110 or?
The altitude?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever we
need.
Whatever we need, got it.
So if I find on the first one it's too low, I'll let you know. Look, this is it, right? And then you can make a decision. We can keep doing circuits at that height, that altitude, or we can call it a day.
Okay.
Cool.
Got it. Rotation speed 60 knots. The runway is dry at the moment. Expected to remain dry. There are no other aircraft on the circuit today. We might be the only ones. There are some IFR conditions for approach, so I believe that those are given priority for landing. So we'll be listening for instructions from Tower if we need to do something special during a circuit. So ensure we maintain active lookout. There's no gliders operating, so there's one thing to worry about. Wind is picked up recently at 40 knots variable, so that's going to be an issue to work with and be alert about. QNH is also fairly low, the lowest that I have experienced, so performance will be impacted as well. And this concludes the departure briefing. Right. I'm good to go. Release the parking brake. No traffic around, and increase throttle. This taxiway doesn't have a label.
No, it's really bad. It should
Yeah.
have a label. It just doesn't. God knows why. There's a label here to go the other way, but
Yes,
no label
yeah.
to go this way.
You can't see it from the Runup bay.
Alright, so I still want you to do your radio call. So I want you to do, Camden Tower, Cessna, yada yada yada, Alpha Hotel Hotel, at holding point, whatever.
Yep.
Don't say the ready for circuit part. Just
Sure.
say where you are, and then I'm going to jump in and I'm going to finish the radio call.
Okay, I see. Yep. Because you're going to make a special call.
Yeah, just going to ask
requesting
him some stuff.
Special.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. There's some vertical cloud formation there, or it looks like a haze, or could that be
Yeah.
rain?
I think it's a bit of rain.
Hmm.
You can see the Virga, how it's not going all the way down, it's kind of been held up.
Yep.
Okay, so...
Alright, 1000 RPM. And I'm going to stop here. I've got nav on and strobe. Piece and piece in the green. Temperature. Outside temperature. This doesn't show you that, does it?
So if you tap on that button at the top, it'll switch it across to Fahrenheit degrees.
26, alright. I'm just curious about that, see if it changes once we get close to the clouds. Alright, I'm going to switch to tower. Alright, I'm going to make my call.
Yeah, when you're ready, remember, just say where you are and then don't say the circuit part. I'll jump in.
Sure. So I say Camden Tower, Alpha Hotel Hotel, holding point Echo runway 24. Let go of the button.
And let
you
go
jump
and then I'll jump in.
Alright. Camden Tower, Alpha Hotel Hotel, holding point Echo runway 24.
Ready for circuits. Request special VFR and circuits below 1,300 feet in case of cloud altitude.
Sorry, Alpha Hotel Hotel, say again?
Alpha Hotel Hotel, holding point Echo runway 24. Ready for circuits and requesting special VFR and circuits below 1,300 in case of cloud.
Alpha Hotel Hotel, Roger. Echo just went up. The cloud should be, well, we've got scattered 2,500, so it should be okay. 2-4, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Alpha Hotel Hotel.
Runway 24, Alpha Hotel Hotel. Cool. Remember, when they say the runway, you got to repeat it back.
Absolutely. Alright. Okay. A game on. From this point on. Clicking the bug. That is good. Alright. Full throttle. Airspeed is alive. T's and P's are in the green. 40 knots. 50 knots. 60 knots and rotate. Okay, best rate of climb speed, 74. Get the nose up. Runway's good. 500 feet. Heading is good. 74 knots. 1600. Still on the runway, all good. Speed good. P's and P's are green. 700. I'm going to dim my turn. Just trim for the speed, 800. Okay. Clear on the left, clear center, clear right. Turning 15 degrees. Continue with the climb. At 1100 feet. 1200. Continue with the climb. 1300 feet, level off. Trim. Continue with it. Turn. A bit more. Okay, level off now. Pull back throttle. 2200. Runway, yeah, 35.3. So clear left, clear center, clear right. Right turn. Coordinated. Clouds look good here, up here. Spacing. I picked up a little bit of altitude, so I'll point down the nose to reduce my altitude. Leveling off. Okay, I'm going to do the call. Spacing is good with the strut. Alpha Hotel Hotel, downwind for touch and go.
Alpha Hotel Hotel, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Alpha Hotel Hotel. The brakes good, undercarriage is down, mitch is rich, fuel is sufficient, instruments are good, altitude is good, decent pace are green, switches nav strobe on, magnetos on, fuel selector on both, hatches and harnesses are secure, and threshold 1800 RPM, sorry, dipping altitude, trim for that, just losing my... I did have an angle to the runway, I'll correct it right now, okay. A little more before I do my turn, a little high, okay, I'm going to do my turn now. Clear left, clear center, clear right, and 1500 RPM.
Runway X-ray, taxi 9.8 Echo, runway 24. Holding point Echo, runway 24, Bravo Mike X-ray, thanks.
I did not deploy flap, it's okay. Rate of descent is good. Flap 10, and I'll go for flap 20.
A little wide.
Yeah. And a little slow. 70 knots. Actually, speed is good. Yeah, we're good. Trim. Keep an eye on the speed. Right. The rate of descent is good. Clear left, clear center, clear right, right turn. Pointing down a little to pick up a bit of speed, 70 knots. Yep, 70 knots, got it. Alright, lined up, gonna pull back on RPMs and full flap. Idle. Knot. Trim. I'm aiming just past the piano keys on the third dash.
Quick speed check, Peter.
My god. Jeez, thanks for that. I get fixated on the runway, but airspeed. Just using throttle to give me some additional speed. With the full flap, I can feel the drag. 65 knots. Idle. 60 knot. Right, pulling up. Alright. Whoa!
Let go of the rudder, let go. Let the plane stabilize, there we go.
Yeah. Alright, retracted flaps and full throttle. There's a bit of a cartwheeling, 60 knot, almost 60 knot rotate. Wow, my airspeed, this plane really forgives a lot, but...
on the runway, yeah, don't over control it. If the plane starts doing this, let go. Just let go of the rudder.
Let go, it will stabilize itself.
Yeah,
Alright.
if you use the rudder, the plane's just going to do this more and more. Just let go of the rudder.
Got it, yeah.
And then you can jump in if you feel like you have to.
It's-
And yes, speed, you got to about 55 knots on
Yeah.
final. Alrighty, let's make the next one a flapless, okay?
Okay.
That's if you want to continue with the solo.
Yeah,
check.
I do. I'd like to do a flapless glide as well,
Yep.
if possible.
We need to,
conditions.
yeah.
Alright, 800 feet, so clear left, clear center, clear right, right turn, continuing the climb. 900 feet. Speed is good. Bit of right rudder. Level off the wings.
Give me Alpha Kilo, Tim.
Almost 1300 feet. Alright. Coming out of climb. And
You can really feel the drift, can't you?
Yeah.
The wind.
alright. Runway 45 degrees. Good. Check left, clear, center, clear, right, clear. Reduce RPMs and do a right turn. Altitude is good. Left rudder. Altitude good. Level off the wings now. Alright. Right, ready, call. Alpha Hotel, downwind for touch and go. Fish.
Alpha Hotel.
Undercarriage is down, mix is rich, fuel is sufficient, instruments all in the green, direction indicator good, switches, nav and strobe good. I can do this on both.
Cool, so remember, flapless.
Flapless, got it. So reduce RPM to 1800 at the threshold, and I was in a bit of an angle, but slightly. 1800 RPM, maintaining my altitude, trim for this. Good. It's going to be a flapless approach. Altitude good. Turning right now, left clear, center clear, right clear. 30-degree turn.
Alpha Hotel, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Alpha Hotel. 1500 RPM.
On the ground, says no 182, Bravo Mike X-ray.
Okay,
Bravo
hello.
X-ray, ground. I just need a taxi back to Curtis just to get something checked. Bravo Mike X-ray. Bravo X-ray, taxi parking. Back to your parking, Bravo Mike X-ray.
Okay, 500 feet, rate of descent. Go to 1000 RPM. Clear left, clear center, clear right, 80 knots speed, it's good.
That's helicopter uniform Alpha Kilo. Yes, Alpha Kilo. When available, request one maintenance circuit.
Bit of a shot,
Alpha
the
Kilo,
runway,
position.
the back.
Position uniform Alpha Kilo. Just confirming we have received echo. Roger.
Okay, pull up to get my 80 knots. Re-establish on the extended runway 80 knots. The wind seems to have changed because I need to crab now. Trim. Speed 75. Right on the runway. I'm going to use a bit of throttle. And idle.
Hold the nose up. Hold the nose up.
Alright. No, yeah, Flapless. So, yep, okay. Full throttle. And 60 knots, rotate. Okay.
Uniform Alpha Kilo, follow the Cessna on upwind, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Follow Cessna on upwind, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Uniform Alpha Kilo.
600 feet. Feet. Alright. Clear left, clear center, and clear right. So right turn, 15 degree. A 1,000 feet. Yeah, climb is lower. I mean, the rate of climb.
Yeah, the low QNH, mate.
Yeah.
Even though we got a lot of wind.
Okay. You level off the wings, almost at altitude, and that's it. Right. Level off, trim, pocket, bit more on crosswind, pull back throttle. That's good. Alright. Clear left, clear center, clear right, bumpy, right turn. A bit over, so let's get the altitude down.
Good morning, Hamilton Towers, Tower Romeo Whiskey, 2000 over Brickley, bounce information echo.
Right, Whiskey Tower, join right base, runway 24, maintain 1,800, report at 2 miles.
Right base, runway 24, maintain 1,800, and Romeo Whiskey.
Alright, level off here, spacing is good, trim, cool.
Right, Whiskey, sorry, join final, runway 24, 1,800, report at Oran Park.
Final runway 24,
Brakes,
maintain
undercarriage.
1,800, and report Oran Park,
This is rich.
Romeo Whiskey.
Fuel is sufficient. Alpha Hotel, downwind for touch and go. Instruments.
Hotel number 1.
Number 1, Alpha Hotel. These and P's are in the green. Switches, nav, strobe, magnetism both.
Alrighty, back as force landing.
Alpha Kilo number 2.
Number 2, Uniform Alpha Kilo.
Bugger, we lost engine. Right, assume best climb speed, which is 68 knots.
Alpha Hotel, glide approach.
Alpha Hotel.
Immediately turning towards the runway. There's my speed, 68.
4 seconds.
Yankee Tower, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Mike Whiskey Yankee.
Trim. Little more turn. Oh, my speed is dropped. Push up, a point down. Trim. Right. I need to use left rudder to keep the ball in the center. Yep, speed is good. Continue my turn. Speed good. Speed has dropped, so pointing down.
Alpha Hotel Hotel, follow Satarbra, getting airborne, clear touch and go.
Traffic sighted, clear touch and go. Alpha Hotel Hotel. Remember, emergency, you fly.
Aviate. I am a bit low. Like in a real emergency, I could. I'm not going to deploy the flaps yet.
You can continue with power.
Yeah. I don't want to go in the field. So keep it as Flapless, or just glide a little bit closer.
Let's go full flap. Alrighty, are you happy with this approach at all, Peter?
I should have turned immediately.
But are you happy right now or no?
Yeah, I am.
I continue. Look at your speed. Let's go around. I wanted you to go around. Alpha Hotel. So it goes around.
Alpha Hotel Hotel. Yes, Mount Kilo, runway 24, clear to land, taxi to parking.
1 notch of flap.
Clear to land and clear to
Pick up
parking.
speed. Flap 20. And flap retracted. Just going to get my best climb speed. 74 knots.
Look, you would have made it. You got to remember, where's the wind coming from? It's coming from here, and it's really strong, right? So when you were turning from downwind, so taking over, when you were turning from downwind to that weird kind of base, you got to be more proactive in turn to the runway, because if you turn like a normal base, the wind's just going to keep pushing you out, pushing you out.
Yes.
So when you do turn to the runway, you're going to be low. You're going to be proactive with the...
You got the plane?
Yes, I got the plane.
Okay.
Handing over to you now.
My plane.
Turning crosswind.
Oh, check you follow Satarbra.
Yes, I did not consider the wind. Right, 1100 feet. Continuing the turn.
Now, the other thing I got to ask you is, do you feel comfortable flying with how the weather is? If you were to go by yourself?
Yeah. I didn't feel anything like weird, like a altitude reached. So
We're doing 2 more circuits, and I'll make my decision based on those. Okay?
Sure. Alright, runway back there, good. Left clear, center clear, right clear. Right in. Runway, level off. Alright, I'm going to do my call. Alpha Hotel Hotel, downwind for touch and go.
Alpha Hotel Hotel.
Brakes, undercarriage is good. Mix is rich, fuel sufficient, instruments are good. Piece and piece are green. Navigation, strobe, magnetism both.
Normal circuit, okay?
Normal circuit, yeah. Fuel selector on both, hatches and handles are secure. Alright. Bit of an angle to the runway, corrected. Pull back, throttle 1800 RPM, let the speed drop. Good to turn, 10 flap. Clear left, clear center, clear right, right turn. And 1500 RPM, which I should normally do as soon as I start the turn.
Romeo Whiskey, taxi to parking.
Taxi to parking, Romeo Whiskey.
500 feet, rate of descent, trim. Speed 75 knot. Let's go idle.
Oh, check you, clear touch and go.
Clear left, clear center, clear right.
Clear touch and go, Mike Whiskey Yankee.
Right turn. Do some altitude. I'm on idle now. I started my turn just a little earlier because of what you said earlier in the previous circuit. And 20-degree flap. Piano keys. Trim.
Alpha Hotel, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Alpha Hotel Hotel. Let's put full flap.
Speed, Peter.
Oh my god. Damn it. With a lot more throttle in to get my speed there. No, this is gonna be go around. It's flopping around, so I didn't want to get my speed up. 20. 10. So it's 20 degrees flap. Alpha Hotel going around.
Alpha Hotel.
And flap retracted. Yes, apart from the speed, it was banking. Maybe the speed had something to do with the banking as well.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
It didn't feel like it was going straight, it was just banking left and right.
Yeah, the wind would have done that, yeah.
Clear left, clear center, clear right. 1,000 feet. So do one more normal approach.
If you like, you can do one more, or we can do a glide. Which one would you prefer?
I'll do a glide actually, and then I can reserve a normal full at the end.
Okay, cool.
Joint final for runway 24.
1,300 feet. Level off.
Mike Whiskey Yankee downwind for touch and go.
Continuing the turn.
Mike Whiskey Yankee. Joint final for runway 24. Maintain 1,800. Charlie for Parky back. Mike Whiskey Yankee. Joint final for runway Bowling Camden Tower. Charlie Parky back is overhead bridge alley 1,800 feet inbound. Receiver back us.
Mike Vic Tower, g'day. Joint final runway 24. Maintain 1,800.
Alright, clear left, clear center, clear right. Right turn. Up a little bit of altitude, 100 feet, straight down, level off wings. Alright, spacing is good. Alpha Hotel, downwind for touch and go.
Alpha Hotel.
Great, brakes, check, undercut down, mix is rich, fuel is sufficient, instruments, east in green, switches, magnetos good, checked. Fuel selector on both, hatches and harnesses secure. So you said glide approach here?
You said you want to, you'll do a glide.
Right.
Oh, negative, unable due to traffic. Do a normal approach.
Normal approach, right. Alright, threshold 1800 RPM, keeping my altitude, which has dropped actually. Right. So,
Okay, clear touch and go.
1500.
Touch and go, Mike Whiskey Yankee.
Alright.
Alpha Hotel approaching Horan Park.
What?
Taking the call sign.
You continue.
Traffic Vic, clear visual approach.
Let's
number
clear.
3.
Center clear,
assessment
right clear.
standing by.
Someone said something
Clear
about
visual approach and looking for traffic. Charlie for Parky back.
Cameron Tower. Tango Echo Lima is at Whiskey India on the RMP Whiskey approach to POB visual.
and flap.
Received Echo and for the missed approach.
Tango Echo Lima Tower track via the RMP Whiskey approach, not below 1,800 visual.
Track by the RMP approach, not below 1,800. Tango Echo Lima.
Clear
Tango
left,
Echo Lima,
clear center,
sorry, not below
clear
1,800
right.
visual.
Not below 1,800. Tango Echo Lima.
Yeah, I just need visual at the end of it.
Apologies, I didn't hear the visual. 1,800 visual, Tango Echo.
Flap 20.
And Charlie Parker back has traffic. Fine. No, flying back.
Speed 17 knots. Speed is good.
Alpha Hotel, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Alpha Hotel Hotel. Bit of throttle. Speed is good. Well, it's a bit high, but let's get those 5 knots extra. Yeah, the needle is really playing around a lot. I'll do full flap in a moment. 70 knots. Full flap. Speed 75 knots. I'll add a bit of throttle. 70 knots. That's good. Knot. Idle. Idle now. Okay. Move flap. And full throttle. 60 knots and rotate.
Charlie Parker back, clear to land. Clear to land, Charlie Parker back.
Okay. Not bad, I think.
Michael Ski Yankee, downwind for touch and go.
Good heading.
Oh, Yankee.
500 feet. $600. Still good heading. 700 feet. Heading good. Speed good. Okay. Check left, clear, center, clear, right clear. Right turn.
Tango Lima, 3 miles.
900 feet.
Echo Lima, report passing 2000 in the missed approach.
Wilco, Tango Lima.
A 1,000 feet. $1,100. Leveling off. Climbing. 1,200. $1,300 now. Level off. Alright, check left, clear, center clear, right clear, reduce RPMs, right turn.
Oh, Yankee, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Michael Ski Yankee.
Runway sighted. Okay, level off, cool.
We'll make it a full stop.
Full stop. Alpha Hotel, downwind for full stop.
Alpha Hotel.
BUMFISH, brakes, a bit coverage, good. Mix is rich, fuel is sufficient, instruments, good. T's and P's and green. Switches, magnetos, good. Fuel selector on both. Come on, how did you? Hatches and harnesses are secure. And heading. Fix my heading.
Passing 2000 in the missed approach.
Just full left.
Contact Sydney Centre 124.55.
Alright.
12455, Tango Lima, g'day.
Go.
Alpha Hotel, glide approach.
Alpha Hotel.
Okay, immediately turned towards the runway, getting my glide speed of 68 knots. Got it. Trim for that speed. Pitch up a little more. Okay. Looks good. I'm gonna make a runway. 68 knots. Got it. Continuing the turn. Be careful of the bank of bank. I mean
Alpha
angle.
Hotel, clear to land.
Clear to land, Alpha Hotel Hotel.
Profile looks good. Speed is good, 68 knots.
Windsock is currently reporting 12 knot crosswind, just FYI.
Wow. Yeah, it's a bit much. Speed is good.
Do the nose? I was like, all the way there.
Yeah. I'm gonna do flap. Yeah, not yet. My speed's a bit low as well. I might do this flapless. Is this a thing? Look. Yeah.
Careful. Whoosh, yeah, that was close.
Tail strike,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Don't brake. Hold the nose up.
Yeah.
Look. Look, with no brakes, look how much your plane will slow down.
Wow. Okay.
And now we can
Brake
gently apply them, apply them. Keep holding the nose back. Nice and gentle with the brakes. There we go.
So
No need to rush with the brake.
Yeah. Even though it's not, yeah.
And if we had flap, we would have slowed down without the brakes.
Yeah. But I thought if I do the flap at that point, I would have landed before the piano keys. So the thing that I did really wrong though was the pull pulled too much, and the angle of attack was too much.
Yeah.
You had to get in there and fix that, right?
What, just then?
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, not really. Like, we touched down before I really did anything. So I got lucky.
Yeah.
Camden Ground, Alpha Hotel, request taxi parking.
Alpha Hotel, taxi parking.
Taxi parking, Alpha Hotel.
Look, you did well, honestly. You did well. I'm not super happy with those two circuits. The first circuit we went below 60, I forgive. I remember the first one we forgive.
Yeah.
The second one, you got to 53 knot, man. Now, again, we don't stall until like 40 with full flap, and that's again with super heavy weight, with no power. The reality is you're going to stall below 40, right? But it's gusting. So we can all of a sudden change or shift in our angle of attack and boom, stall, and we don't have the speed to pick up. So if we don't have the speed when we do stall, it takes so much longer to recover from that stall. And that's what becomes dangerous for us, right?
You need the margin.
You need that
Safety
margin.
there, yep.
You want speed so that if it does stall due to a gust, we can just quickly pick it up. And you've got the airflow still going over your wings to correct it, right?
Yeah.
So I couldn't really forgive it the second time. But apart from that, you flew really well. It's the weather was against you today.
That's okay. I've got so much out of this. I'm not
actually,
sure which way to point.
True. We'll go this way. Kind of screw that one up. No, I did. Yeah, park it like this.
We can push it back. That's fine.
We'll talk once you shut down, because you get charged for this, so let's get it shut down.
Right. Right. So I'll put the parking brake on. Electrical equipment off, avionics master switch.
Ignition switch, grounded, keys off, master switch off, and I'll do the control lock once we get out.